Hello my friends, SAmaryllis here. I'm going to be playing the special event for the game Overwatch 2 called LoverWatch, Love Never Dies. It's a special event that was put together for Valentine's Day. I have not seen anything for it, I've only seen the trailer for it, so I'm very excited to see what this is going to be like. I heard there are 3 paths technically, and you do earn in-game rewards from playing this, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, the bow he's holding is so small. So new game, load game, rewards, settings, credits. So rewards, okay, they're all locked. Settings, there's volume stuff, message speed. Let's put message speed at fast, because I'm impatient. And let's do a new game. The official but non-canon Overwatch 2 dating sim. Are you ready to play this thing? First, tell me what non-canon means. We're glad you asked. Okay. Almost. So are you saying I should just enjoy this thing and not rush off to update fan wikis with anything I read in here? We couldn't have said it better ourselves. One last thing, am I also portraying a non-canon version of me? That's really up to you. This is getting a little too meta for us, and we wrote this. Fine, let's all get started. Alright, my name... Oh, it didn't let me do 2 capitals. Okay. I am lowercase SAmaryllis, I guess. My name's SAmaryllis. Continue? Yes, I'm ready. Set the scene already. Oh, did I click continue again? Oh, no, I was thinking. Laugh Attic. It's Friday night in the big city. You could use a laugh after the week you've had. The Laugh Attic is one of the most tragically unfunny comedy clubs in town, but you love watching people bomb on open mic. Sometimes that people is you. It's a particularly dark tonight. So dark it'll make for quite the dramatic reveal when your eyes adjust and you see who is sitting at the table in the corner. Eyes adjusting. Adjusting. Oh my. Is that who you think it is? Mercy, Genji, why are there only 2 options? What if I wanted to see just as thoroughly random example, Junker Queen? Whoa, pace yourself there. You haven't even had your first date yet. 2 options are plenty for now, and maybe we'll add more dating sim opportunities in the future. We're not saying this is some kind of test version of a potentially more robust dating adventure, but we're also not saying that. Now, who do you see in the corner? Alright, let's start with Genji. It's Genji! Ninja, cyborg, and all-around bad boy from Overwatch. No matter how many times you blink, he's still there, and you're completely... starstruck, love-struck, fear-struck. We'll say starstruck. No matter... Yep, starstruck. You're amazed he can be seen in public without hordes of fans smothering him. But Winston is all the rage right now. Still, you'd love to get an autograph, and maybe a handshake, and maybe he'll even say your name. Oh, full-size bow in this picture. Hark, do I hear the sound of a heart beating fast and smell the sweat on your palms? I am Cupid, the hero of love in all its varieties. It is my sworn duty to answer the cries of all who desire to love and guide them to fulfillment. You look around, wondering if anyone else can see this, or are you hallucinating? Do not worry, you are the only one who sees me. I do not interfere in the mortal realm. Consider me the angel on your shoulder who will point you in the right direction. Okay, that's a definite maybe on the hallucination thing, but maybe this hallucination can help you. Now tell me, are you in love? I think so. Nope, that's just my baseline anxiety. Hold up, you're not Cupid, you're Hanzo Shimada. Hold up, you're not Cupid, you're Hanzo Shimada. From the free-to-play game Overwatch 2, which I have, of course, played because I just recognized you as Hanzo Shimada. Oh god, I get that a lot. But no matter how similar I am to the character in Overwatch, rest assured, I am Cupid, champion of love. However, it is entirely possible that Hanzo Shimada will have a skin based on me in the shop. What a coincidence. Yeah, he's definitely a lot more charismatic and rambunctious, I would say, in his characterization. Particularly for what you can see in game. They've added in like a pretty funny what is it, opening screen for this. I'll see if I can record it after and can show y'all who maybe don't have the game. There it is. It's so dumb. I love how it like evokes the feeling of like a play because of all the cardboard clouds clearing the way and then hoisting up the Hanzo with the rope. I love that they got little hearts on the bottom of his feet as well. How feathery his bow is, how he whips his hair over with his little curly bangs. It's so silly and I love it so much. Indeed. Now tell me, are you feeling the signs of love? Nope, that's just my baseline anxiety. Anxiety and affection can sometimes feel similar, but fear not, I am here to guide you through all of love's intricacies. So do you wish to win the heart of Genji? Sure. Let's win the heart of Genji. Genji? Truly? I mean, there are only two options, as you made sure I was aware. Of course, it's just that, well, to call Genji difficult would be an understatement. Yeesh, you're being really judgmental for a vessel of love or whatever. Just because I'm honor-bound to assist you in your quest for love doesn't mean I lack a taste, mortal. Aren't you supposed to help people no matter what? Why do you even care if I'm interested in Genji? I know of Genji. I am merely saying that reaching Genji's heart will be a difficult task. Sure, whatever you say, Mr. Grumpy Toga. If you wish to pursue Genji, then I am obligated to help you. It is your love life, no matter how foolish. Well then, how do you suppose I should approach, Cupid? You have to introduce yourself, of course. You cannot start down this path of romance without first speaking to him. And given that he strikes me as a selfish, immature person, I would recommend keeping your conversations focused on him. He has always struggled with his sense of self, so do your best to appeal to his interests. You hope you'll get over this hostility for Genji soon, definitely, but that's not important right now. What is important is whether or not Genji will feel any hostility toward you. With Cupid's words in mind, you build up the courage and approach Genji. Excuse me? The ninja turns to face you. The purple glow of the club's neon lights illuminates his metal mask. Huh? Are you talking to me? Yeah, I just saw you, and I wanted to say... Your heart starts to pound in your ears, and your mouth can't find the words to speak. Well, say something, and remember, your choices will affect how he feels about you. I really like your outfit. I saw you when I came in. I just figured I would say hello. Do you need healing? In the trailer, they showed the response to this, and it was really funny. I'm not gonna pick that, but it was really good. He basically says like, wow, that's so hurtful, but yes, I do need healing. He does have a cool outfit in this game. I really like your outfit. Oh, thanks. Not many people compliment my clothes. Because he looks ridiculous. No, I really like them. So few people have RGB built into their outfits. It's, unique. Yeah, they do look pretty sick, huh? Anyway, I don't think I've seen you around before. I'm Genji. What's your name? Oh, I'm SAmaryllis. Nice to meet you, Genji. SAmaryllis, huh? That's a cool name. Reminds me of SAmaryllis from the game SAmaryllis' Odyssey. Is that a real game? No way. Is that a real game? Genji tilts his head. His cybernetic hand grips the bottom of his mask pensively. Yeah, it was. Hey, did you want to sit down? The next set is starting soon. Maybe we could watch together. You take a seat next to Genji and watch a few sets. You can't tell if he ever cracks a smile, but he certainly doesn't laugh at any point. Weird energy to bring to a comedy club. But before you can spend too many minutes basking in the awkward silence, Cupid returns, bringing you more helpful advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Show him you can be exciting. Go perform a set. Okay, here I go. Love favors the bold, SAmaryllis. I salute you. The previous comedian steps down from the stage with some paltry claps, and when no one stands to take their place, you take the initiative to get on stage. Swallowing your nerves, you address the audience. Hello, everyone. I would be honored to share a joke with you fine people. You look out over the audience and you see Genji looking back at you with what you assume is curiosity. While you could just make any joke, you have to wonder, what would make him laugh? Tell a joke about ninjas, tell a joke about cyborgs, tell the funniest joke you know. Alright, let's go for the funniest joke. You tap on the mic and the feedback rings in your ears. You lean in close. Why did the buildings get arrested for vandalism? The crowd is silent. It was a skyscraper. Oof. After a pregnant pause, the crowd erupts into wailing laughter. You told what is truly the funniest joke of all time. You are a living legend. Everyone will remember you as a genius who reinvented the art of comedy. I thought it bombed. But among the crowd, one person hasn't been stricken with agonizing amusement. It's Genji. He remains just as still as you left him when you came up on stage. So maybe it did bomb. After signing autographs for the whole club, you return to your seat next to Genji. What did you think of my joke? So, what did you think of my joke? Did you like it? Yeah, it was pretty funny, I suppose. As he says this, you're watching someone being rolled out of the club in a stretcher, quite literally dying from laughter. But I think there were other jokes you could have told, maybe ones related to me that would have made me laugh harder. You wanted me to make a joke about you? In front of the whole club? Of course, maybe a long time ago I would have been too insecure in myself to take a joke, but now I'm happy with who I am, even when people poke fun at me. But I guess you couldn't have known that. We just met, didn't we? Oh, maybe on our second date you can learn more about me. He's like sweating and steaming. Absolutely. That sounds wonderful, Genji. Genji sighs. A weight leaves his shoulders. I can't wait. Guess I'll see you again soon. He leaves and you're left alone in the comedy club. Not for long though, as Cupid soon reappears. I sense the buds of romance are already beginning to blossom. How do you think things went? He seemed pleased, but there's always room for improvement. I recommend doing your best to ensure he feels comfortable with you. But good or bad, your date is in the past, and we still have a long road ahead of us if you truly wish for Genji's heart to be yours. When Genji reaches out to you again, he suggests grabbing dinner for your second date. He even picks out a restaurant, Cafe Azur, in Monaco, the exclusive playground of the ultra rich. Luckily, you live in the hopeful future. You can just hop on a transatlantic train and arrive in Monaco in a few short hours. Neat, huh? You arrive at the restaurant and it looks as classy as the name might imply. A robot brings you to your table where Genji awaits you. Please tell me he's not wearing the same hoodie he wore to the comedy club. If I owned a hoodie that cool, I'd dress up every chance I got to. Even at a 5-star restaurant? Especially to a 5-star restaurant. No wonder you need my help. You take your seat across from Genji and he seems to light up at your presence. Oh, SAmaryllis, I didn't expect to see you here. You invited me here for a date? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, how was the ride over? I slept the whole way, I had lots of time for gaming, I witnessed the horrors of the deep ocean. I had lots of time for gaming. It was great. I had a ton of time to grind XP in VB's Adventure Online. VB's Adventure Online? That game's pretty fun, even though I think the VB's Adventure franchise fell off a bit after VB 3D. Right? Don't get me started on VB Party Dance Night. Talk about selling out. Editor's note, we're begging you not to add these to the Overwatch fan wikis. They're not real. Either way, I'm glad you could make it. I've really been looking forward to spending more time with you. You don't have much time to feel bashful before the waitron returns to your table to take your order. You look over your holo menu, which is like a regular menu, but a hologram since it's the future. Oh, you should think carefully about what you order. Maybe choose something he'd like as well. Come on, even your dinner is going to affect this guy's opinion of you? Ugh, these dating sims are hard work. In that case, what will you order for dinner? Off the kids menu, Genji's favorite food, the most expensive dish. I mean, we should pick Genji's favorite food, but I don't know if we know what that is. I'll have the Rikimaru ramen. That's my favorite food! How did you know? Easy, it's in the official Overwatch cookbook. Wow, in that case, I'll take the Rikimaru ramen too. The Waitron's "we don't have that on the menu" program seems to be overridden by the "customer's always right" soup routine, and so it takes your order back to the kitchen without complaint. Oh, that's really cool of you to order my favorite food for dinner. If there were an official SAmaryllis cookbook, I would have ordered yours too. You make note of his idea. You're always looking for more merchandising opportunities. Ooh, that looks so good. The two of you spend some time chatting, and after a few short minutes, the Waitron brings out your meal. 2 bowls of Rikimaru ramen. It's honestly impressive that such a nice restaurant could make a dish look like it come from a cheap ramen shop. This looks just as good as the real thing from Hanamura. All it's missing is the Murloc bowl, then it'd be perfect. Oh no, how could they forget the Murloc bowl? That's half the fun of Rikimaru ramen. Let me go check with the waiter. Maybe they have some Murloc bowls in the back. You fetch the Waitron, explaining that Rikimaru ramen just isn't the same when it's not in branded bowls. Unfortunately, the restaurant doesn't have any Murloc bowls on hand, but they are able to draw a crude recreation on 2 of the regular bowls. When you return to the table, Genji looks completely deflated. You sit across from him, and he barely even acknowledges your presence. Even Cupid seems troubled by his sudden shift in mood. Perhaps you should check on him, SAmaryllis. Hey, is everything okay? Oh, he's crying. You seem bummed out. Genji shrugs. Sorry, another diner recognized me while you were gone. They came over to talk to me. Oh, did they ask for your autograph or something? No, they actually recognized me from the Blackwatch incident. They had less than kind words to share with me. Blackwatch incident, shake it off, man, we're on a date. I'm so sorry, Genji. I'm so sorry, Genji. I can't believe someone would give you trouble about it here. It's alright. I'm not proud of who I was then, but I will admit it is discouraging. The Pachi is crying too. I've tried my best to become a better person, but I fear my past will always haunt me. Some days it feels like there's nothing I can do to move on from who I was. He sighs, propping his head against his hand dejectedly. It's a heart-rending sight. It seems you could use your reassurance. A small gesture might go a long way. Apparently, even Cupid has the sense to put aside his bitterness towards Genji when he's in this state. What do you do to cheer Genji up? Reassure him, hold his hand, beat up whoever was mean to him. Let's reassure him. Hey, I know you've been working hard to be a better person, and I know that you've come a long way from who you were before. So don't let anyone else get to you. As long as you know you're getting better, who cares what anyone else thinks? Genji seems touched by your words. Sure, maybe you plagiarized them from the back of a self-help book, but he's not your high school English teacher, so it's enough to get him smiling again. I suppose that's true, although even I don't care what they think. Even if I don't care what they think, I still care what you think, SAmaryllis, so thank you. Of course, Genji, anytime. Let's eat, huh? Our food is getting cold. The two of you finally enjoy your night as it was supposed to go. You don't know how Genji eats with his mask on, but every time you look away, more food disappears from his plate. You assume it's getting into his mouth one way or another. It's like a Kakashi situation. By the time you're done eating, Genji seems happier than ever. You're glad the evening is going in a more positive direction. Hey, I wanted to ask you about something. Shoot. How would you feel about going somewhere special for our next date? Anywhere that's special to you is special to me. That one doesn't earn you any points with Genji, but it makes him blush, and isn't that worth more than any kind of gameplay progression? I was hoping we could go somewhere that's really special to me. How would you feel about a trip to Nepal? We're traveling an awful lot. What's in Nepal? When do I get to choose our date? What's so special about Nepal? It was a very important place in my growth as a person. This may surprise you, but an isolated mountaintop helped me find peace. There's more to it, obviously, but I figured I could explain when we got there. Sure, I can't wait to hear all about your backstory. Okay, I'll see you there. I hope you'll be really special. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks again, SAmaryllis. Genji departs from the restaurant and you're left alone. Well, as alone as you can be when you're haunted by the Vessel of Valentines. Another date down with the third to come. Most impressive, SAmaryllis. Thanks. How do you think Genji and I are doing? He seems incredibly happy with you. Not to tempt fate, but I suspect it would be difficult for you to lose his affection now. But there is still another date in your future. Do what you can to prepare. I sense this one will be the most important of all. Third date awaits. Let's go. Village. You ascend the snowy mountains in Nepal, and the cold rudely seeps right through every layer of clothing you wore. Geesh, what a tongue twister for me. Hard to believe that just a few days ago you were telling jokes in a comedy club, and now this is what's expected of you to keep this relationship going. As you're trudging along, Cupid appears again. Thankfully, you know his deal by now, or you'd think you were seeing things thanks to the hypothermia. SAmaryllis, I need to stress how important this date will be. Clearly, you are important to Genji. He would not have brought you here otherwise, so just be sure you do your very best this time. I thought you didn't like Genji. You know, when we first met, you seemed like you really didn't like Genji. Well, while I do believe he is foolish and stubborn and immature and vain, you have reminded me that there is a good side to him as well. And while that good side is buried very, very far beneath his flaws, it is there nonetheless, so I must thank you, truly. Aw, Cupid, you're sounding all sappy. Don't tell me this is a teaser for the secret Cupid path of this dating sim. Don't be ridiculous. If there were a secret Cupid path, you truly think I would advertise it so freely? Besides, a path of that nature would be difficult to unlock. You would need to, say, successfully win the heart of both heroes to show me your commitment to love. Hypothetically, of course. Of course, hypothetically. But enough about hypotheticals. You have a date to get to. Hurry up now. With Cupid's vote of confidence, you continue your journey up the mountain. Eventually, you arrive in a quaint little village. Genji is there to greet you. Honestly, you don't understand why you can't travel together. SAmaryllis, you made it! What did you think of the hike? It was worth it to be here with you. It was a breeze. It really wasn't worth it. I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was worth it to be here with you, Genji. I'm happy you think so. There are a few people who would be willing to scale a mountain to spend time with me, if you can believe that. It means a lot that you did. Anyway, I'm glad you're finally here. This place is very special to me, and I hope I can show you why. Come for a walk with me? Gladly, you take Genji's arm. He leads you all around the village, and you can't help but bask in every sight. It's truly beautiful. Certainly not the kind of place you'd want to host 5v5 King of the Hill style combat. But what's more beautiful than the village itself is the way Genji glows while taking you through it, recounting memories of the time he spent here. He tells you everything, from the story of how he first arrived here to tales of his most trying meditations. After strolling a while, Genji takes you to the old accommodations that housed him through his time in Nepal. Though he has been absent for some time, the room is still clearly his. There's an old mattress, a haori, and a framed photo of Genji with his brother, taken years ago. Genji goes to say something, but someone else speaks first. Genji, you've arrived. Is that Zenyatta? I hope you had a safe journey, my student. Why does only Genji and I'm assuming Mercy get the full-size bottles? And I guess sometimes Hanzo. It's Zenyatta! How sad is it that the only place you can get Zenyatta content these days is the explicitly non-canon dating sim and that one short story? Well, maybe something will happen with that Ramacha guy soon. Who knows? I do love Ramacha. His voice actor is really good. Master, it is good to see you again. Indeed. I heard that you were bringing a visitor, and I hoped I could meet them. Of course. SAmaryllis, this is my master, Zenyatta. You were ready for a trek through the snow-covered mountains, but this is basically like meeting Genji's parrot. Is that weird for a third date? Doesn't matter, it's happening. Now it's up to you to deal with it. It's wonderful to meet you, give him a fist bump. It's really wonderful to meet you, Zenyatta. I've heard great things. That's a lie. You haven't heard anything, but he seems to react warmly even so. Likewise, I'm glad you survived your journey here. You're going to ignore the threatening aura of that statement and let him keep talking. It is rare for Genji to have company here. I sense he must be quite fond of you. Oh, well, I certainly hope so. Master, you're embarrassing me. I am sure your companionship will mean a great deal to him. He has always struggled to accept himself. Perhaps the acceptance of another will help him along his path. You never realized how much your company might mean to Genji. To think, just a few nights ago, you were planning to enjoy the comedy stylings of literally anyone in New York City by yourself. Now, it's entirely possible you're changing the life of an Overwatch agent. I believe... Master? I sense I have surpassed my annual screen time allotment. I'm afraid I will need to depart. But please, take my greatest blessings and enjoy the remainder of your time here. The two of you say goodbye to Master Zenyatta, and when you're left alone, Genji's previous exuberance has gone, replaced with contemplation. Something on your mind, Genji? Just thinking about what my master said. He was being truthful, you know. Spending time with you has done a lot to help my own sense of self. But I have to wonder, SAmaryllis, do you really think it's possible to know your true self? Wow, to be honest, that's a far deeper question you ever would have expected from the silly dating sim you signed up for. But you've come this far, right? What's the harm in one more question? And that really is one more. I believe this will be your last chance to win Genji's heart, SAmaryllis. Use it wisely. Well, what do you think? Can one know their true self? Yes, they can. I'm not sure, but you can try. I really don't care. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe you can, or maybe not. But I think it's always worth it to try finding out who you really are. Otherwise, what's the point of it all? I think you might be right. You know, when I ended up like this, when my brother... He trails off. Cupid watches him intently, his brow knit with pain. Is this like Cupid, Hanzo's like punishment, like karmic punishment? I felt so much guilt. I would look at myself every day and despise the person who looked back at me. But as much as it hurt, I had to look, or else I could not have grown from who I was. Why would he feel guilty? His brother basically tried to murder him. Did he already start to grow just looking at his body? Perhaps I will never know my true self, but you're right. I must always try to see who I really am. Thank you, SAmaryllis. I am glad to know you feel the same. SAmaryllis, I have really enjoyed spending so much time with you lately. It has been a long time since I allowed myself to get close to anyone. But I must admit... Admit what, Genji? I feel some guilt that you have not seen the real me. You're a bit confused. You're pretty sure you've just enjoyed 3 days with the real him, but before you can ask, he clarifies. We've been spending so much time together, and you've only seen me with my mask on. And although my mask is extremely epic, it's not the true me. It is really cool, though. I know, right? But still. Genji takes your hands into his. His green visor stares back at you, and you wonder what his eyes might look like beneath it. SAmaryllis, can I show you who I really am? Let's accept the love. Of course, I love you, Genji. Genji puts his hand over his heart, shocked but not at all disappointed in your confession. After returning to reality, he chuckles under his breath. It's funny, it seems I could deflect anything, but love. And beams, but mostly love. With great care, Genji reaches for his mask. Though he hesitates, he eventually builds the strength to remove it, showing you his true face underneath. Genji, you're beautiful. If you believe so, then it must be true. It took me so long to come to terms with who I am now. Knowing you accept me makes me confident that it was worth all that time. I know my true self loves you too, SAmaryllis. You have embarked on this journey of love and found that what you desire at the end. Love takes many forms, but is always true. May you cherish this love with Genji forever and always. Yay! Love is the new meta! New rewards unlocked. Return to main screen to claim. LoverWatch. Genji loves you. Follow your heart's path. Reward screen. Download card. Oh, you can download the card twice. Alright, let's see what the rewards are. Genji's Peace. By redeeming this reward, may refresh the page. You may return to the screen at any time and redeem earned rewards. Oh, I think this is the icon I saw in game. I was wondering where people were getting these icons. They're really cute. Alright, let's redeem that. Genji's Peace received. Icon, title, and highlight intro granted. Whoa, that many? In-game items will appear in your account within 48 hours. Valentine's card. Okay, that was the one we saw. Love is the new meta. Okay, great. We'll close out here for now, and I will see you all next time when we do the path with Mercy. And then I don't know how long the path with Hanzo is. I might pair it with the Mercy play if the Hanzo one isn't too long. But thank you for watching. This has been SAmaryllis playing LoverWatch. I hope you have a great time and you have a good day. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Goodbye.